Hey guys, I want to welcome you to my very first YouTube video. My name is Joseph-Ebare. My people call me Oz, my friends, family call me Oz. And by background, I am a pharmacist. I studied pharmacy in the UK and born in Nigeria. So I see myself, born in Nigeria, scrap that. Born in the UK, but to be honest, I identify as being born in Nigeria because, to be honest with you, if you know what African households are like in the UK, then you know pretty much that you're not in the UK when you step into the house in most cases. And such was the case with my family. But anyway, so yeah, born in the UK, and this is my very first post. To be honest with you, it's taken me a hugely long time to get to the stage where I'm doing this, and I've actually had to make so many new videos because my iPhone doesn't enable me to, the memory just runs out and I have to rejig and download and delete so many stuff. I have to shift videos from one place to another and photos from the past, and so it's been a hard road producing this very first video. But anyways, it's about becoming. That's what this channel is. And essentially, I've moved on from being a pharmacist. I still am practicing, but mentally I am a life coach. I'm a certified life coach. I get paid to be a life coach, and that is the direction of travel for me in the future. Additionally, I also design products and services for GP practices, and I'm looking to be a thought leader in the healthcare space. But it's going to take time, and it's going to take consistency, and it's going to take some effort, all of which I am willing to put in. So I wanted to kind of talk about why I'm creating this YouTube video. And essentially, there's one main reason why. The main reason why I'm making this YouTube video is because I'm interested in the habits, the traits, and the stories that underpin transformation. Sometimes we see loads of people who go from being broke to being really successful, and often we don't really look and watch the setbacks and all of the things that were in between that. And currently, the gap between the rich and the poor is currently growing. And it's growing because people are hyper focused on distraction and not really focused on intention. And the less intentional you are, the less you're able to perform and the less you're able to deliver. The more distracted you are, the less you can achieve. And so what I'm finding as a life coach and life and transformation coach is that people are not happy, and they're not happy because this gap is growing, and you're more upset about things that you're not able to focus on. People are more frustrated because they can't focus as much as they could. I mean, ADHD is on the rise. Why is that? Because people struggle to focus. But also because it's a myriad of reasons. But the way I see it is there's a huge lack of focus, and we are severely being distracted. So yeah. So this is about this podcast. I'm gonna be making podcasts, but this YouTube channel is very much about hyper focus on intention. And I've also written out some things that I wanted to share today, and these things look at the 10 greatest lessons I learned in my 20s. So the first thing is, you will be what you want to be. The second is, in every man and in every woman is the regenerative ability to transform your life. And both of these two things essentially just mean that we can change, we can transform. We need to be intentional about it. We need to will for it. It's that simple. But we're going to go into greater detail in future. When I create more videos, it's going to make more and more sense to you. Okay. Number 3 is every intention we have will be faced with adversity. We just have to push through. So for me, even uploading and creating this video, like get into the mental headspace where I'm like, okay, I don't care about how I look, I don't care about this, I don't care about that. Like get into that mental headspace where I can actually show up and deliver for you has been really, really difficult. I've had to make multiple videos because like I get to like the 9th minute and then for one reason or another, I'm not able to complete the video. So there's that. And number 4 is be kind to people. Imagine someone has like a triangle on their chest saying, say something nice to me, make me feel special. I'm trying to be somebody too, right? So like, this is what people are trying to be. Like, people are trying to be nice. Like, people would like you if you're trying to be nice. So, be nice. It's not hard. You don't need to be fake, but you do need to be nice. And being nice opens a lot of doors, man. I got a GP appointment recently, quickly, because I was being nice. And it's not even because I work in the NHS. Like, I was just being nice. And in a world where people face a lot of stick and a lot of people who are willing to be critical and stuff, being nice goes a long way. Anyway, number 5. Have a thing that makes you consistent. Build on that consistency, knowing that if you can be consistent in one thing, you can be consistent in other things. So personally, I go to the gym every single day. I have an ice bath every day. I journal. This is my journal. I journal every single day. And like, these things have taught me to be consistent with other things. So with the fact that like I've had to make multiple YouTube edits, that not really YouTube edits, but I've had to remake the video because it cuts off at a particular time, and I've had to, you know, clear space, I've had to export, import. I've had to do so many things just to create a video. For every intention, there's always going to be adversity. That's just the way the world was made. But there is a but, and the big but is that you have to push through. And yeah, so like it's important to gain that muscle of pushing through. You have to be consistent in something. So choose what it is to be consistent in. Be consistent in that. Let it compound, let it grow, let it be something that you can have and hold. But yeah, okay. So number 6 is a man's gift makes room for him in the world, and it brings him before great kings. So this point is really, really important because I personally believe, and many people typically believe, that we have gifts, we have things that we came into the world with. And if you read Robert Greene's book on mastery, essentially his book kind of suggests and implies and presents that the habits and the things you used to love as a child, the things you're naturally drawn to, the things that you're naturally inclined to, is your calling. So for me, it was public speaking. I enjoy public speaking. It's something that I'm naturally affiliated to, and it's something that I'm going to be continuously improving as this journey progresses. So right now, I'm not expecting even a single video. I'm not expecting a single view on this video. I'm not. But I'm just making this to show you that you don't have to be perfect to get started. I've made so many mistakes on this video already. But ultimately, what matters is actually starting and knowing that with consistency and time, things will get better. You will get better. So this is like something I'm making for the future. But anyway, point number 7 is use the money to love the people that pay you. So like with this, like essentially the money you receive from work, you should be using, mainly from your business, like, and you know, from work, cool, if you can, great, but specifically to entrepreneurs, the money you receive, you should be using that to love the people. So for example, I'm a consultant pharmacist. I do consultancy work occasionally with GP practices, and the money they pay me, I use that money to reinvest in improving the service. So that shows that I love them. Rather than using the money on something else, I'm reinvesting in the service that you paid me with to begin with. So yeah, so there's that. And then point number 8 is entertainment doesn't do anything for you. It does not move the needle in your favor, i.e. being entertained. Too much distraction can kill your dreams and future. Resist unnecessary distraction. Only you can gauge that. I think that's self-explanatory, but yeah, like, it's important to resist temptation. Yes, resist temptation. It's easier said than done, but like, when it comes to like educational content, it's so important that not educational content, but when it comes to like stuff that can distract you, it's just so important to remember that this entertaining stuff doesn't move anything forwards, and put that into perspective. And it's important to keep that in perspective. So that's point number 8. Number 9, love the Lord with all your heart and your soul. The horse is made ready for battle, but victory, that's on God. So I can do everything right. I can create the best YouTube video. I can do this, I can do that. But whether it works or not, like, my personal belief is that God dictates the outcome. But I need to work like it's up to me and pray like it's up to God. This is where a lot of Christians make the mistake. I'm not saying I'm like the best Christian in the world. I'm not saying that. But what I am saying is that I'm trying to be better, and to be better involves working hard like it's up to you to make things better, but praying about it too. Anyway, number 10, invest first and foremost in yourself. This means read, study, train, learn, always and everywhere, for this brings the greatest dividends of all. This also includes finding a mentor, because knowledge collapses time. And with that said, I hope you found this useful. So this is what investing in yourself looks like to me. And I feel like sometimes so many people kind of say, invest in yourself, invest in yourself. What does it mean? This is what it means. Well, that's it for today. And I hope you tune into the next week video. We're going to be doing some more interesting stuff. And or it might just be another one of these. But we will both see. All I know is that I will be here next week. Thank you, and stay blessed.